She's what? Batya, she's what?
Sheva. We worked so hard for this moment.
Yes, we really worked.
Sheva, come on.
I didn't.
Put it on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ima. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ima. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Surprise. Because you don't like surprises. You don't like surprises. Because you don't like surprises.
Okay, الان بچه ده بشینم آب بیاریم بشین آب
هانا ایشالا نسیمت بشه
دیشب بطری میدونستی که آره جو بیارونمه دیگه سورپرایز امروز هم از سورپرایز روز چیزم من بدتر بودی که جان تو رو بگردم
بدتر بود یا خوبتر بود؟ ایما باشی ایما تشوید
زن مادرم که دهنش گلمی داره چرا؟
کیک نه اشتباهی گفتن اینا نگفتن
اینا هی دیشب گفتی میگفت فردا بیاین گفتم من خونه این دوریتاش من نمیدونم چیه
گفتم که به اینا گفتم که شما پاشین بیاین من که نمیتونم برای خون دوریتا بموندم
نه آخه گفتم یکی رو بگه آدم یکی رو نگه که این قشنگ نیست
بعدش من
قشنگ نیست
ما رسونانه ولی سر جاشه ها
ایما לכי תשבי בבקשה, ایما שבי
از اونجا ایما برای سر میز از اینجا
نمیدونی سورپرایز پریروز هم بدتر بود
مامان برو بشین یا برو سر
از اون بر از کجا برسه باید بشینم یکی مفهومی
همینجا بشین خوراک هم برات میاریم خوردن
بار سر بشم من اللهی فدر بشم من اللهی بالونم آفتاد also so what is this surprise
Bibi,
what is this surprise
Bibi, sit in that chair.
Lights please
بساتی داشتم امروز دیرم کردی
آخه نورد بولوار همه چراغاش خراب بود آخرم چراغ قرمز اومدن دیدم همه منم اومدم گفتم دیگه چراغ قرمز
Because we have to explain what is that.
Is Ariel birthday also? Ariel birthday is on 10. I don't even know. I have to sit with
Give her, you gotta give her a few
ایما تشوی ببخشا تشوی
because you're starting moving.
Put that over there, Ariel. Put it on the other chair there. Over there.
Such a surprise you made to the
Okay, so I made you this thing. It's the house of Bibi.
The house of Bibi.
And this is the front. It's like a little thing. It's just, yeah. It's just a nice sword.
Very nice, very nice.
And I put, on the side, I put you when you were younger making a dress.
Making it very.
Yeah, there's like cloth and stuff. Yeah.
چه قشنگه اینا دیدی؟ چی کردی بچه‌ها؟
And this is the back with a cherry tree. Sorry.
که بابا میده.
Yeah. And then I have you here at the Shabbat table, and you're telling us what food you made. Yeah.
قربونت بشم من الهی خدا نگهدار همتون باشه.
And Abba is there telling you not to tell everyone there's food.
Inside. Is anything inside? Yes. Inside I put Post-it notes. I was going to do 80, but I thought you didn't want to read so many. So I put 8 different things about you. So I'll read them if you want. It says, works hard. I just didn't want to spend too much time on my phone.
It's okay. But you're thinking good. Yeah. She's very healthy.
Maybe we'll give her a break.
Yeah.
She works hard to be good to everybody. Loves all her family. Tells wonderful stories. Amazing dressmaker. Gives wonderful presents. Makes sure everyone gets enough to eat. Listens to everyone and cares about us so much.
You really should have made 80. You really should have made 80.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how long I would be standing here. Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, now a break.
Tuesday go Rachel, the big day gonna come. Come, yes. What Tuesday she said, what they gonna do for us? I said, I don't know, I think they're gonna do something on Sunday because it's the children camp and this and that. Then Wednesday is but my day off, and I thought that she's gonna give me off on Thursday also because we don't have so much work. But she said no, come Thursday. Thursday we went there, I see work and this. But Tuesday night I saw Surur in Mirza Agha class. She said, خب براتون کیک آوردن. گفتم باز کیک بیتاف پارتی که نمیشه. جانم اون شوخی میکنه، منم شوخیشو جواب دادم. نگو این خبر داشته.
چرا گفتی براتون چی کار بودن؟
که باورش نشد. فکر کردم همون روز کلاس میزاقا که براش آوردن. But anyway, around 1:30, they told me go to her office. I went to her office. I also the other sister also they are there. She said, "Rachel, sit down. Happy birthday." The box of Chanel is on the table. I said, "Thank you very much. This is for you." I said, "What?" She said, "Yes, this is for you. I think you're gonna like it." I said, "Why?" I said, "What are you talking?" She said, "This is for you. Open it." Then I opened it, I saw this bag, I was so excited. I said, "Thank you so much." They kissed me on each of them, and I said, "Thank you so much, it's very nice of you. You know, so many years I am here, it's like my home." I said, "And we know that, we love you very much." I said, "Thank you so much for all this year I work here. When I came, but when I left, you never say anything. When my husband was sick, I was coming late, I was leaving early, you never give me a hard time. Thank you so much." And I went to sit on my machine and work. And work, everybody passing saying, "Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday." In the morning also, when I get in, all the managers, they say, "Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday." Then suddenly, around 3 o'clock, Michelle Natalie, she worked there, you know, Michelle Natalie. She came to me and said, "Parveen Khanum, come. I want to show you something." I said, "What?" من یک گردنبند دارم اگه my neck is hurting, I wear this when I sitting working there. It was on me and I get up. I said, "What is it?" I said, "Bachate." I thought she want to show me the picture of the baby. She had actually bachate. I said, "No, come."
مگه حامله است؟
میشه حامله است؟ ماما نفته فهمیدیم No, come. And I went to kitchen. I see all the managers, all the bosses. چیه بزرگ داریم آره. همونجا میکنن معمولا. They have a cake, such a cake, my God. جای تو بگه اینو گردن ما با کردم انداختم کنار گفتم اینو که با کنم دیگه تو عکسا نباشه starting happy birthday همه با هم دیگه I get so excited اصلا so surprised اصلا باورم نمیشد برای که نکه کیفم داده بود به هم دیگه پرزنت ها داده بود دیگه I was not waiting for this
دیگه چی داد؟
این کیفا
بعد از کیف میگه چیز دیگه داد؟
یک خیلی قشنگ بزرگ حالا نه گرفته بود اردر داده بودن و شم روشن کردن ایچی هپی بردی همه بخونن حالا از همه هم مهمتر هی هم عکس گرفتن اون رئیس دیگه عکس گرفت و یکی دیگه چی کرد از اون گفتم چی که قشنگیه اما خیلی قشنگه خیلی عالیه باورم نمیاد همچی کاری کردین thank you so much اما من فقط یکی که از روتشو میگیرم دیگه گفت no it's kosher I told to Michelle to bring kosher کتت خلاصه گفت چی میگه با این کارتا بیمنی کت میکنی گفتم نه یک پلاستیکی بده با پلاستیکی برید بعدا از همه مهمتره she's so busy even for her sister's birthday 5 minutes the most and leave she stayed there cat cake for everybody give to everybody that's what more important than
Well, you compare her sister to you.
Then one of the girls, they said, I was 50, why you didn't do for me then? She said, work at 40 weeks for her schleifer, then you're going to get it too. خیلی دیگه اما تا شب باور کن حالم بد بود از توت برایش حالا امروز هم تا شب حتما حالم بده
نه امروز تا یه هفته دیگه حالت بده حالا صبر کن گوگوش رو اونا بیان اونا رو هنوز ندیدی گوگوش اصلا گوگوش زنده است
Okay, I'm gonna hand you. The next one I'll let you figure out your task.
And I have to say it all over again?
No, just
Start! Guys, what are we gonna do for BB's 80th birthday?
Well, she's turning 80, so we can do something like around my heart in 80 years or less.
Okay, anyone got any ideas? I know, we can sing happy birthday.
Okay, everybody, not you guys. 1, 2, 3, go. Happy birthday to you. You hold the family together like glue. Even though we act like a zoo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to BB. You are the best grandma for me. You are the best that can be. Happy birthday to BB. You are so very nice. We like to eat your basmati rice. You give our lives such a spice. And we hope we won't have to say it twice. Happy birthday! You got it on a
Guys, that was great, but I think maybe it's a little bit too short.
Do you guys remember when we were younger and we would do those little plays where we acted out the stories of the different Jewish holidays?
Yeah, and I played the Jewish people, and then you used to call me the Jewish people for a while.
Yeah, and Sheer one time went and whispered the lines in Bakya's ear, and then Bakya just whispered them instead of saying them out loud.
Well, okay, we could do a play. But what would our play be about? You can't just do a play that's about 80 whole years.
I don't think that we have to do a play that's all about the whole 80 years of her life. What is important to BB about us?
Before I know what to say. You know what? I can start. Because since I'm the oldest grandchild, Bibi always cares about everything in our lives, even when we aren't paying attention to her. She calls us for every single holiday and every time we start school or go on a trip. Every time we come to her house, she makes wonderful food for all of us and listens to what we have to say. When I decided to be a vegetarian, she even made vegetarian food for me every time we visited. And when I did a school project on heritage, she told me all the stories of our family. Bibi is the best grandmother that I could have.
Wow, I know what you mean. I also love hearing the stories from her childhood. And me and Bibi have some stuff in common. We both like sewing and dresses. Her sense of fashion is very inspiring to me. But it's not just about the fashion and some girly stuff. She also gives me advice about how to manage my time at school. And we've set up this sort of back and forth relationship of telling the other person to relax while we ourselves don't relax. I tell her not to push herself so much with cooking, and she tells me to take a break from my schoolwork and relax, and neither of us do it. But I'm glad to have a Bibi who reminds me to take care of myself.
It's true that Bibi never takes a break. One time, Bibi said she needed to go in the bathroom, and half an hour later, she came to the table with trays upon trays of food. Bibi always thinks that she needs to do everything by herself, but really, she should be taking it easy on herself and letting us do all this stuff. We have so much energy, and we want to help Bibi. And don't feel like you need to make new butter me every year on Pesach. I could stick with the nut cake. And I remember when she taught me to crochet, and my fingers kept on slipping. And well, all I would say is,
Bibi is always teaching us important things. I remember how Bibi was teaching me how to sew from a very young age. In school, I was the only one who knew how to sew for a class project. I still know it today, and every time I sew, I think of her. It makes me feel very connected to her, and it makes me feel very special. And she's definitely a very good Bibi. She makes the best food, and so much of it.
That's it.
Whisper.
She does make so much food. The first thing I think of her is Superwoman. She is Superwoman because she does everything. I think we could all agree that Bibi is the best girl.
Yes.
I think we could all agree that Bibi is the best girl.
Yeah, but how do we turn that into a play? Wait a minute. What if the most meaningful play of all was just us talking about how much we love Bibi?
Oh, fine. I guess that's true.
I agree. Wow, this play turned out really great. I wonder who wrote it.
Oh, they must be very smart.
And beautiful and modest.
Encore! Encore!
I want to hear that more, but Johnny,
She called us garbage.
When I was younger, I was trying to look up a fish shop.
تو اسرائیل داشتیم با ماشین میرفتیم طرفای یم ملح. اینم نمیدونم بیکار اینجا پشت فکراش رفته بود تو چه دیگه. یعقوب بهمون میگه Abba, what does Bibi mean when she says Garbijoni? Why she call me Garbijoni? شیر. بعد اون ماشین رو نگه می‌داشتیم اینقدر شروع کردیم خندیدن هر دوم. Quiet.
الو پروین جون سلام. ایشالا که حالت خوبه و خوشی. تولد 80 سالگی تو تبریک میگم. ایشالا 120 ساله باشی. شاید سر بچه کار و نبکار باشه.
چی کارا کردی؟
همه همشون رو به خوبی و خوشی ببینی. خیلی جشن تولدت خوب و خوش باشه. و جای منم کاملا خالی باشه اونجا.
شما خوشحال شدی
بسیار سلام پروین جون. مزد تا به یه بولدت خونی شدم. הרבה אושר, בריאות, שמחה וכל מה שאת רוצה שיתגשם לך. תהני מהילדים ונכדות ותמשיכי להיות פעילה
ותבואי לבקר אותנו. אני אוהבת אותך מאוד מאוד. חבל שאנחנו לא משתמשים לשמחה שלה. נשיקות ממני.
פרמין ג'ון, חיילי, מזל טוב. که 120 ساله خوب برسی یا به قول مردم امروز که میگه حالا 120 سال بس نیست بعد 150 سال یا به قول اسرائیلیا عدمه کسریم ایشالله که همیشه سلامت باشید همین روزتون فعال باشید و لذت ببری از بچه‌هات از نوه‌هات از خانواده‌ات ایشالله که با نامزد و زن ادموند بتونی جشن بگیری و خیلی خیلی دوست دارم تو خواهر خیلی بی‌نظیری هستی از زرنگی از محبت واقعا نمونه و الگوی محبت و خانواده دوستی برای همون هستی خیلی حیف که ما نیستیم که با جشن بگیریم ایشالله اگه ما برای شلیختت اومدیم با همون یه دوره دیگه یه مهمون میکنیم
פרמין היקרה שלנו, מזל טוב, כמו שאת, להצליח כל מה שאת רוצה, כמו שאחרים אמרו, תבואי הרבה להתארח אצלנו, ואנחנו אצלך, עוד הרבה שנים טובות
פרמין היקרה, הדודה האהובה שלי, שלך המון מזל טוב. 80 זה רק ההתחלה, נראה לי אצלך. שתצליחי להיות כזאת חכמה, תמיד מחייכת, תמיד עם סיפורים טובים, מבשלת עד 2 בלילה, שונאת לקום בבוקר, בדיוק כמוני, רוטנת בבוקר. שתמשיכי לארח אותנו כל כך יפה כל פעם שאנחנו באים, אני מקווה שנבוא עוד ועוד יותר ותבואי לבקר, אל תפסיקי להגיע לכאן, כי אנחנו מאוד אוהבים שאת באה. המון נחת מהילדים, הנכדות, כל המשפחה. אוהבת המון.
בת 80, זיווה, איזה כבוד, איזה זכות כזאת דודה, מיוחדת, מקסימה,
אנדי פאוזה,
כמו אימא, כמו אימא שלי.
אנדי פאוזה.
אז תמיד היית שם בשבילי, ומאחלת לך
אנדי פאוזה.
הרבה בריאות, המשך נחת מהילדים.
כן פאוזה בודה.
איזה באשה מיגה.
אוקיי, continue. No pause, continue. Yeah.
Continue. No. Hi. היום יום
גלית, תפתר יהודה.
מבורך, תבלדת.
נשמעת כמו יהודה, מבורך.
דודה נהדר. מזל טוב, שיהיה לכם הולדת שמח. חבל שאנחנו לא שם לחגוג איתך ולשמוח איתך. אנחנו מאוד מאוד אוהבים אותך, תמיד כיף. מתעניינת בכולם. חשוב לכולם, שכולם
גלית,
ואני מאוד אוהבת אותך. בבריאות והרבה נחת מסובבים אותך. ושיהיה לך כיף. נשיקות ממני וגם ודש מחזי ומהזי. ביי ביי. מזל טוב.
פרמין שלום. מזל טוב ליום הולדתך ה-80. רוצים לאחל לך אושר, שמחה, נחת מהילדים והנכדים הנפלאים.
Happy birthday עד 120. תמשיכי לשעשע את כל המשפחה ולספר לנו את הסיפורים המעניינים שלך.
תודה על כל התמיכה, האהבה, האכפתיות, העצות הטובות. אוהבים אותך המון.
הם הסריטו, הם היו בטיול, אז הם הסריטו.
מקווה שאני אתראה. כן, מקווה שאני אתראה. ביי.
Louder, make it louder. Make it louder.
הרבה מאוד מזל טוב, אחרי אפילו יותר. אני מקווה שתמשיכי לבקר אותנו פה בישראל ותמשיכי לארח אותנו יפה בניו יורק וכל שאר הדברים שיכלו לך.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy 8th year. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you enjoy your party. Wish we could be there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Tavalodet Mubarak and many, many more. Happinesses, joys, and fun, fun, fun with everyone.
Absolutely. Many more. Bye. Love you. Love you.
Take
Have
care.
a great time. Send lots of pics.
Have a great time.
Bye.
Happy birthday. Enjoy your 80th birthday. We'll miss you here in London and we hope to see you soon. But for now, just birthday wishes and yeah, enjoy your birthday. Have a great time and yeah.
شالوت نیست و خیالم رو مدرسه بوده نکرده اینو جلوه این کیه؟ این خواهرشوهر
הרבה בריאות, אושר, מזל טוב, נחת מהילדים, מהנכדות המתוקות. ואני אומר אותך, ותהני בכל המשפחה לדבר בשנים טובות ומאושרות.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! מזל טוב! Happy birthday to
לא הפסקתי, זה מה שזה. זה מה שזה. מה? איזה דודה מיכל? מי שלח לי דודה מיכל?
Okay, so now it's your turn.
אני לא...
I want everybody to say some memory or something about Parvin Hanum. I'll start. Many years ago, Vida and her husband were visiting, and we had dinner at Parvin Hanum's house.
I missed, I forgot.
And she brought food, of course, you know, there was no room on the table, but she also brought drinks. Coke for Andy, and water, and juice, and everything. And then she brought also, I think it was Sprite, I don't remember. Special for Shlomo. And she said because he doesn't like Coke, he doesn't like this, she remembered. And as we were leaving, Dorina and I were by the door, and Dorina said to me, I can't believe what a hachnasat al-ochrim she does, that she remembers that one person who likes Sprite. How does she remember? He doesn't come every week. And she said, I wish I would be like her. So first of all, I don't know where Dorita is, but a big hand to Dorita, who definitely is a hostess like her mother. But I know it's your birthday, but I'm making a wish for myself that I will be this good.
Never. I am so proud of of you, my Baruch Hashem, my daughter-in-law. I love you so much, and you know, really, you are like my daughter. That's true. And all this year, I try to be, of course, not like your mother, and to be, come on, little bit, come on, mother.
That's very true.
And Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem.
Can I also say something?
Yes, go ahead.
I want to say something. Of course, the regular, well, before the memory from my mom, I wanted to say, because Osnat mentioned the Achnasat Orchim, I want to tell Dorita and of course Andy, and of course the kids also, that something like that will not be possible any other place. No matter if it's a hall, if it's a restaurant, if it's a hotel, something like that will never be possible anywhere else. So I want to thank you both for providing your home in such a nice way. I know that it's even though it's very pleasurable for you, I don't think it's a very easy thing to do. So we appreciate it, and it's a big mitzvah, and thank you very much for doing it. A memory from my mom. I'm worried that any memory that I will say, everybody will say, "What are you talking about?" It never happened, because recently that is happening a lot to me. Okay, but yes, actually, I was thinking about saying that. Two things.
Go ahead.
Two things. I'm going to say it in English, actually. The thing I know the most about my mom is how much she's worried about her kids, or how much she's worried about generally about people. But with her kids, I remember two things. One of my earliest memories that I ever remember is coming back from Kurdistan in Iran. There was a bus that was bringing us home. And I remember it was dark, and they never brought us back when it was dark. It was like started getting dark already. So my memory is that I got out of the bus, and my mom comes and hugs me, and she is shaking like this. All her body is shaking.
There was no phone,
like this, and she was very, very worried.
What happened?
And I know it was my fault because I didn't even text her once during that time. That's one thing. The second thing I remember is with Eddie, when we were in Israel, in Tel Aviv, and we lived in this town that was a little bit criminal. There were some criminals. There were things like that. The town wasn't ever best town to live in Tel Aviv. So one of the things that happened, some kids threw rocks, and one of them hit Eddie in the back of the head. And he was bleeding. And he was bleeding a little bit.
She doesn't remember.
He was bleeding. She doesn't remember. I understand why she doesn't remember. It's a good thing to forget.
Because you didn't tell me.
I remember in the grass area right in front of the Bet El, right there. Eddie is there. You hugging him and saying thing, and starting to talk to the people around that came to help him. The Israeli people that came to help him, but you started taking in Farsi. You didn't even realize you're speaking Farsi. You were so worried about Eddie. That you started talking to them. She started like talking to everybody around you. They said, what is she saying even? Now I don't know. My memories, God knows, it might be that never happened. Maybe it never happened. I don't know.
Maybe you had a dream.
All right,
maybe this is a dream.
Who volunteers next? Come on, somebody be brave. You go. There you go. Good job.
I remember, like,
you can say in Farsi. It's okay.
Why? You don't understand my English. We were all in Parkland building. Parin Khanum, Surur Khanum, we all and she was working in Hirschleifer at that time. It was on the Queensborough.
Yeah,
so it was, Natalie was getting engaged, Shir Marat Khani, and at that time there was no kosher bacon. It didn't exist. We all had to make for the Shir Marat Khani all the pastry, cookies, everything. 1 week we had to, bake, all of us. And she would come from work and say, what did you do today? You'd say, no, we were waiting for you. She would come every day after work and, just lead everybody. You do this, you do that, you take that to your apartment. And God bless her. And for all the happy occasions and unhappy all occasions, she was always first and a leader. Lead everybody and direct it.
We missed these big watch this.
I didn't see it.
Make it louder, please. I'm sim it מההתחלה.
אני מאחלת לך שתהיי אימא וסבתא בריאה ומאושרת, יום הולדת שמח.
רינה יקרה, מזל טוב ליום הולדתך ה-80, שתזכי להרבה שנים טובות ומענות עם הילדים, עם הנכדות, עם הכלות ובעזרת השם גם עם הנינים. אוהבים אותך מאוד, אלי, צילה וצחי, שיהיה לך רק טוב וכל טוב. לכל החבר'ה שם שאני לא איתכם, בייחוד לאנדיג'ון, אוהב אותך מאוד, מהמקום הכי טוב ומתאים ונחמד בעולם. חבוב, ארץ ישראל.
Arusas, two good arusas, because if it was up to me, we would do nothing.
You said that. You said that. I'm not doing anything.
What should we do? What should we not do? We asked Ima. She said no. If she said no, so forget it. Forget it. You don't need to do anything. And so let's ask them to record videos. Video, hustle it, everything, hustle it, and leave it alone.
And I have to say, by the way, that you don't know this, but this whole thing, the idea of the party, I started it. I said we have to do something for Ima. But the reason that I started it is because of 2 weeks ago, someone, I don't know who it was, someone said, Ima's turning 80 in about 10 days. I said, 10 days? I didn't even know that. I didn't think about that.
That's so special.
That is special, like me. עמו דוד מגוף בחודש
Never a billion memories. From when I was 5 years old till now, I have a billion memories with Parma Khanum. I have the zuchut of also being her daughter-in-law, Baruch Hashem. It's my zuchut. And she always says to us, when we ask her something or muida or anything, we say, she always says, she never ever pushes her agenda on us. She never says that I prefer this way, I prefer that way.
Not in a way you know.
That's something very unique about our mother-in-law. So I wanted to thank her for that always, and the fact that we're in this house for 1 year, as Amma Merceda Blia and her with your memory. She said today is the 1 year anniversary. Rosh Chodesh.
Oh, seriously?
Rosh Chodesh.
Wow, Matzah.
Exactly. This house is also in Parma Khanum Zechut for years and years. They're telling us, move to Great Neck, you have to go. She helped us very much and she pushed us very much, so thank you for that.
But she wanted you to move further away, no?
And just everything you do for us, for our children, whenever they need anything, you always want to give them the best things and sew them the most beautiful clothes and give them the most beautiful gifts. And thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you for you. I want to say that too.
Thank you for
if I say always whatever you want, you're my daughter-in-law. I mean you, because I trust you. If you were not the way you are, I was not saying. I was doing it. But because I trust you, then I said, well, do whatever you want to do. That's why. And for my children, because now I cannot sew for them. They don't like my sewing no more. They grow up. Maybe only Batya Jigerman. Only Batya.
Alright, who's brave? Come on. Okay, next story.
Next.
Come on, you all grew up together in Iran.
If she starts telling stories to my mom, it's either going to be about Anne, ya Siahe, ya Ingave. That's all the stories they know.
You have to be very proud of your mother-in-law. Because she didn't.
Spill the beans.
She was about to. She was very close. That's close.
عمو داوید شما خواستید بگید؟ خب عمو داوید حالا عمو داوید
Long time ago, listen.
Parkland.
We were never in Iran too.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't Sharara East?
Every night we go to their home and play
cards.
Hook.
Okay.
Then I said to them, we play hook like that. Okay, make a shanty. Okay, what? Milk. You play hook. Maybe 20 milk we have to buy for them. And that time she had a job in Hirschleiter in Queens. And 3 o'clock, middle of the night, she sleep on the floor. Oh. I'm tired again. And that time we had a very, very fun, and I never forget.
Bravo.
Very nice those days. Yeah. I don't know how I was doing it. I was working. I was working, but Baba was going to work too, but late, going to 47, not early in the morning. But I had to go 9 o'clock. And your grandpa, Musa Khoda Biyamad, who am bad was so. Until 3:30 every night we were playing. Was amazing. Rusty was amazing time. We had amazing time.
Okay, now is Amu David. Amu David wanted to say something.
You were playing Purim
Amu David. Amu David, your turn. I'm sure he has a good story.
In Iran, I'm talking about Iran. I'm talking about Iran. Is those Iran nothing exciting, or you can go anywhere you want. Nothing is like interesting mostly. Besides family, but only interesting everybody go is theater, movie theater. Movie theater. We go like 5-6 women. I think it's only men, me. I think so. I don't know why I am there. But as theater start to running, everybody must be quiet. Must be no talking, watching. And finally I saw all women do zirgushi. Talking to zirgushi. Finally, we find that she must go to hospital, no choice. She must go to hospital. This guy coming. this guy coming? This is interesting.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get the screen to show.
Forget about it. Just take the pictures. Danny, just take the picture. Don't worry about it.
But I don't see what I'm pointing to.
No, look through the thing.
Oh, through the thing. I'm used to not looking.
No, look here. Not there. Here.
Say cheese. 1, 2.
Yeah, Joseph.
برو مدرسه برو مدرسه مدرسه Danny, come on.
Osman, come in the
She's coming out there.
What?
Focus on different.
Okay, wait,
Happy birthday to you. Happy
I want to tell you something about Elisheva. And did you hear? Like 2-3 years ago, they went to bar mitzvah of their cousin in Baltimore. Then they went to Washington. Then when they come back, I said, Elisheva, how was it? You had a good time? Yeah, it was good. But what did it in Washington? We went. And suddenly I started saying, خسته شدم. I say every day a few times. آج جیگر باشم الیشبه خسته شدم. یکی هم خنده را کنم خیلی عادت داره بگه ای بابا. ای بابا. ای بابا. بعد یا که جیگرش باشم من تو کوفه من. بعد یا جیون تو بگردم. Happy birthday.